Seani B,
Yes, sir.
big up yourself. Long time want to talk to you, but boy, so you're busy with BBC, have your way. You know something about Seani B? We don't want to talk about dancehall. And I know you're a great inspiration for myself and for many other DJs and people who work in the diaspora, in the dancehall. And you build yourself from the ground up. So you know dancehall more than many people. You travel the globe because of dancehall. And we just want to pick your brain and some things about dancehall. And just want to know by starting to say, what dancehall mean to you?
Dancehall is a way of life, to be quite honest with you. When I first started out as a DJ, I was a hip hop DJ. I love the music, you get what I'm saying? But when I was younger and I met up with some Jamaican guys that lived on my estate in White City Estate, Wingy and Bigger, it became a way of life. It was just the vibe, the way I started to talk, the music that I started to get influenced by. That's what dancehall means to me. And even, I always say when I go to Jamaica, I walk into that energy of dancehall, just the buzz of Kingston. When you walk into a shop, it's just the energy, it's Jamaica. And that's what dancehall means to me, Jamaica, and that lifestyle.
Okay, I'll say for the Caribbean community then, what does dancehall mean for the Caribbean community?
It's a representation of a section of the Caribbean community, which is obviously Jamaica, and it's an expression of that culture, and it's an expression of that country. And even though dancehall is Jamaica's, but dancehall also is for the rest of the Caribbean, just like soca is for the rest of the Caribbean. It's our music, it's our expression, it's our growing up, it's our food culture that we talk about, it's our culture, the women and the everything, the sunshine, the waking up. It is an expression of the Caribbean, but it just comes from Jamaica.
Okay, over the years, people would say to you that, boy, Seani B, you mix everything you mix sweet, you mix hip hop with reggae, you mix this with reggae. Do you think that's the time when dancehall was turning and people start to hear, because start to listen to you and hear just how you mix the hip hop with the reggae and hear the sound and wanna do it officially like that?
When I was a hip hop DJ, it was during the times of like Rory and Stone Love coming up and them starting to juggle, and Asher World, Chris Goldfinger, what he was doing over in the UK, them started to juggle. And my brethren from Jamaica saw me with the turntables, and they were like, if you can scratch and do all of that with the hip hop, why you can't do that with the dancehall? And that's where me merging the dancehall and the reggae together. That was me being a British youth. And it wasn't just with the hip hop, it was with jungle music, it was with garage music. And then because I'm a black British born youth, I've got all those other influences that come to me. But all those other influences that come to me are also spawned from dancehall and reggae music. One of the things, I remember interviewing a jungle producer, one of the biggest jungle drum and bass producers by the name of Shy FX, and he said that he always remembers when his parents used to send him to his bedroom with his cousins when them used to have party back in the day. And then when we go into those bedrooms and we're ramping as youths and whatever, all we would usually hear was the bass lines coming through the wall. If you think about jungle and drum and bass music, that is all about bass lines. Like some of Shy FX's biggest drum and bass records are classic reggae bass lines. And that's what being a black British youth is all about, all those different influences that you kind of experience throughout those years. So for me, merging hip hop and R&B and dancehall and into one, that was just a natural thing for me to do. I never thought about trying to break it into a different place or anything like that. Even if you listen to the sound of dancehall right now, so much R&B and hip hop elements in it. And that's what myself, Renaissance, Black Chinese, all of us was doing. It was just that we was open to a different sound, and we merged it with dancehall. And where dancehall is now, I suppose, is in that place where it has.
Everybody, you have a family member with line up in our cemetery. Rest in peace.
Has got all those different
Elements.
genres and elements mixed into one.
Okay, all right. Why, I'm a videographer, and I can see the different generations start to gravitate to dancehall. And why people love dancehall so much till they can't get enough, they will spend their last pound to go to dance.
It's the energy of the music. It's the freedom of the music. I don't get the opportunity to go to as many street dance, area dance as I once used to do back in the day when I used to do the adverts and the flyers them and all these things as a youth on the block, because I'm out on the road now. But when I come home, and I do say come home because I'm still part of the community, I am the community upholds me. When I come home, my love for come on the block. And it's the freedom of the people. You get what I'm saying? It's the expression of the people. Everybody want to come out that. The goodie them want to come out that. You get me? The muggle them want to come out. And you get me? And it's that level of, sometimes I say, you know, we're the wickedest dancehall liars, because on a Saturday night, we're rich and we're expensive. Come Monday morning, it's back to reality. But it is that freedom of getting away, and that's what dancehall brings to you. And especially when you're in Jamaica. When I'm in Jamaica and I go to the street dances, Hot Mondays, Uptown Mondays, or Bossy Tuesday, Weddy Wednesdays, or All Star Thursdays, or any one of those dances, I always say, and I always put the disclaimer before it, that it's not of disrespect when I say this, but dancehall is like a Disney World in Jamaica. You've got the most fun characters out there doing the dances, muggling, doing the routines. It is such a freedom in dancehall. It's unexplainable.
Okay. Okay, so you say people will go that extra mile for dancehall then?
100%. I've just come back from the Welcome to Jamrock cruise, which is a cruise that Damian Marley has put on from Miami to Montego Bay, Ocheria, sometimes Falmouth, and then back to Miami. And this is not cheap. To go on a cruise is not cheap. And this has got like 5 nights of the top premier reggae dancehall artists that you can ask for. And
I'm just joining the crew, so I'm looking forward to everything.
Oh, boy.
Are you coming this time?
Run around and stretch and one bag of sitting would come in.
Beautiful Miami, ready for a beautiful 5 days of entertainment. Can't wait to see you all, see all the people, all of the entertainers. It's gonna be an awesome time.
Parties with the top selectors, them. This is like, you have to save. And I've done it for 7 years, and I've worked on that cruise for 7 years. I've seen people on that cruise every single year, like them work on the boat. And that cruise, by the time you put together clothes, ticket for go upon the plane for reach out Miami, the cabin price, you're looking at £4,000, £5,000. Some people do this every single year. That's the draw of the music. And once we're on that boat, it's the freedom again. And it's a different type of freedom because it's one of love, it's one of peace, one of unity, the reggae music, the vibrations. Like, it literally is Bob Marley, one love.
Wow. And that's the message what Junagan is sending.
That's the message that Junagan is.
Already booked to come back, which we were coming from the first year. Yes.
Oh, my day was awesome. I mean, we had some good Jamaican food, and I mean, the beach was wonderful. What's the beach called again? The tropical bliss. Yeah, we had a good time. Yes, and the cruise is awesome.
Here, love the energy, the vibe, the parties, everything. All right, we'll be coming back.
Saying that's the message that reggae music is always sending. I think that, especially with reggae, which is the daddy of the thing,
yeah.
the music is music of the people. That's why I think people will always come back, because it's one of the people. Yo, Ropes, as a youth tenor. And I always tell people, you know, because some people that they use a phrase sometimes that they love black music, you know, and them love rare as a youth tenor. and you would know this as well, enough people who watch this, you would know, say, you got one dance, and you know the percentage of it getting shoot up is very high. But we know what going in a dance hall back in them days. But did you ever think to say, man, I got a dance there? You know, say, I got a dance, that dance can't miss you, you know. If a clash I go on and, you know, say, yo, the potential of it kicking up is high. You know how much time I lie down on my belly in that dance, dog? Real talk. But then next week I'm going back because the energy, the expression, the freedom, it was, even though, you know, say madness may go on, you still want to go back. You don't want to hear about it, you want to be part of it.
And that's the reason why we're making this documentary, to show people that dancehall is here forever. It's like a religion. It's always going to be here. Okay. Afrobeat is shining like a diamond right now. Do you think that it's affecting dancehall in the progress as it's shining?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, I get kind of bored of this conversation sometimes when it comes to comparing Afrobeats to dancehall.
No, we're not comparing it.
It's not even a comparing thing, but it's like, Afrobeats I do what Afrobeats I do. I'm happy for Afrobeats. Am I happy where dancehall and reggae is right now? No. I want to concentrate on how do we get back dancehall and reggae back to that place. Should we look at Afrobeats for examples? Maybe so. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's Afrobeats time. It's the culture that is winning out there. Jamaica, the Caribbean, had its moment, had its time. And the thing with Jamaica and Caribbean music, it has its peaks and its troughs. It always comes back. We have hits every couple of years. And when we have hits, we have mammoth hits. I want us to celebrate that and to remember, say, yo, Beenie Man, Zim Zim, and now go nowhere. Murder, She Wrote, Shakadima and Pliers, now go nowhere. Heads High, Mr. Vegas, now go nowhere. Sister Nancy, Bam Bam, now go nowhere. Let's see if Afrobeats and other music genres have these hits, classics, in 30, 40 years' time. Because this is what reggae and dancehall has done and will continuously do.
Okay. Okay. Do you think that at the moment dancehall is losing its culture?
That's a very hard question, you know. At the core of it, no. Because the dances that you still video is dancehall. When I go to Jamaica or anywhere else around the world, I travel all over the place. Like, you could go to Japan and see dancehall culture still thriving. You will go to Africa and see dancehall culture thriving. These people are still building sound systems. They're still cutting dub plates. We have to ask, what is dancehall culture? What is it that you think that it's missing? Maybe it's missing something for us, but for the new generation, they have a new description of what is dancehall culture for them. We rewrote what dancehall culture was in the 90s. I feel that now, especially people like us ropes that are more of a middle age, you get what I'm saying? That we are now, even though we're part of it, and I'm still a firm part of it, but I'm also an onlooker. I'm not going to be one of those that's going to be changing the trends in dancehall. I think that's always going to be a youthful thing. It's going to be the youths that change the trend in dancehall. And when we was wearing click suits and Bali and whatever in the 90s and whatever, the man them that was probably wearing Clarks and have them ragging at them back pocket or whatever, I said, what kind of fashion is that? You know, your cut up jeans and your this, that, the other, and whatever. And trends change, evolution. You have to either work with it or sit at the side and be a bystander and just watch what go on. And if you want to enjoy it, enjoy it. I think that what is going on right now is that we who was enjoying 90s dancehall, some of us may be slightly lost because we don't know where to go and get back that fix of 90s dancehall. But the thing is, some of your favorite 90s dancehall artists or producers that make that brand of dancehall that some of us love and say is dancehall, they're still making that music. But who's supporting it? If Skeng is making something that you don't want to hear, if Skilly Bang is making something you don't want to hear, if Intense is making something that you don't want to hear, in 2023, you have the power of choice. Me as a radio DJ, I can't ram that down your throat, but you could turn me off and go over to Spotify, go over to YouTube and go and select what you want to go and listen to. And I think that's what we need to start doing. That what you are listening to, that you are enjoying, turning that onto some of your friends and saying, you know, something, where this not work for you over here, this is going on over here. Because there is so much different brands of dancehall like still out there in the world that people have just not discovered.
Okay, so it's in other words, then it's a lack of support in the financial gain that we're not giving to dancehall.
It's the lack of support, full stop, and the bagger run by iron and the hype and this, that, the other. Look like everybody now, I chat about Lila Ike and the artists like this. I remember when I was working with Lila and them like 4 or 5 years ago, nobody was interested as such. You get what I'm saying? And these artists have been doing what they have been doing for a little while. And there's so many other artists that are just behind those artists. Ropes, when we do the freestyle with the 4 girls, them, in 2020. The video is from BBC, got 14 million views and still counting, my brother. The 4 girls that nobody never really know, Leela, Jazzy Lee, Savannah, and Naomi Cowan. That freestyle with them juggling. You know, so when we go on road, I don't hear selectors them playing the juggling, and that's 14 million views. When me go on road, I play that and people sing that. So there's music out there. It's for the selectors them to now
research.
Yeah, go and do your research, go and expand your catalogue and go and find the artists them that you really want to break and expose to the world.
Okay, our dancehall supporters will come to a dance in a 5,000 pound suit, the prettiest car, but that person would not go on Spotify and buy a 199 pound record. How you find that? And they love dancehall. They can't get enough of dancehall.
Do you know what? The reality of the thing is, especially with dancehall, the way people consume the music, especially for dancehall, is a mixtape. You go in any barber shop, you're gonna find a man that sell mixtape more time. Even back in the day. Now, if you go in a barber shop, you see on the TV a YouTube mix.
YouTube, yeah.
You don't ever see a Spotify playlist. You see a YouTube mix. DJ Kenny, Uptown. Everybody does a mix. Come Christmas, everybody do a mix. There's DJs in other genres that do mixes, you know, but I don't think that there's any genre that has mixed DJs like dancehall. Remember, you know, we make the ear horn famous, you know, Ropes. That's the power we have. That today I can touch a button on this mixer that's built by a company like Pioneer, and the ear horn is on here. Dancehall DJs had that power.
But do we realize that? Do dancehall DJ realize their power?
No, we don't. I don't think, and I would say even Jamaica doesn't recognize the power that it holds. Even on a piece of equipment like this, I can show you the inspiration that Jamaican music can have on a piece of equipment like this. There's a button on there called switch. If you turn it one way, it cut out the bass line. Who cut out the bass line and drop bass line back in our music?
Dancehall.
Okay. Sound system.
System.
King Tubby's them, the wall of you get what? That's where it comes from.
So they fuse the sound system into one piece of machine.
This is dancehall influence, reggae music, Jamaica influence right in front of you.
I need to know this. What dancehall have the Afrobeat don't have when it comes to vibes?
Every music has its own individual, unique selling point, its own USP. I think what dancehall has always had is its rawness. Its rawness and its realness, and its infectious beat, which Afrobeats has, the same kind of infectious beat, or the original dancehall pattern of what we say is dancehall. That infectious beat that even as a dancehall selector, even just to separate again from Afrobeats to R&B to hip hop to drum and bass, to garage, to whatever you listen to. As a dancehall selector, I know when it's my turn to put in my song them, and I start with dancehall, people are gonna dance. And it's funny how the dance is at the front of dancehall, that you're guaranteed, as long as you know how to string those songs together, you could be the most fool selector in history, dog. As long as you know how to play the couple hits them, you all the people them with dancehall. You know, it's so crazy. And I think it is that rawness, and it's with dancehall music, you can be your alter ego. I played at a wedding last year, and them asked me for play a Vibes Cartel, Ramping Shop, The Bride. And then I played the edited version. They said, what are you doing?
They want a raw version.
They want a raw version. That's Ramping Shop Cartel is one of probably the most requested records from the most strangest of people ever. And I play in all manner of different places. Like, I don't really get the opportunity to play at their venues that you have your video camera at. So you can imagine the kind of places I play. I guarantee you, I have to play a Ramping Shop Cartel. And it's just the freedom of the record, just the cheekiness of it. Like, the ladies love singing it. They love singing it.
Okay, so you have the privilege, you work on BBC One Extra, you have the privilege to travel the world and see different nations, how they gravitate to dancehall. Can you elaborate on the different nations, how they elaborate, how they into dancehall?
Japan, I went there 2005, I believe. I've never seen nothing like it.
And tonight, not even today, tonight, we're doing something special. We head into a Japanese dance hall party. I ain't never been to no Japanese dance hall party in my life, but I've been seeing all the TikToks, all the reels of how they get down in Japan.
Sound system. The joke is, we was meant to play at a particular place, but we wasn't able to broadcast back to the BBC. So we had to come back to the hotel that we was playing at in a place called Shibuya in Tokyo. I hope I've got that right. And we went in to do a recce of the place to make sure that we can play them. They were setting up the sound system, proper sound system, you know, in a Tokyo, brother. The man, them a slap dub plate on turntable. This is like 2005. The people them was selling cassette. There was a cassette man in the club. I sell cassette and CD, and them I sell jerk chicken and hard bread, rice and peas. I swear to you, and it tastes good. And the best food go over there. So I love Japanese food, but the sushi and that was getting to me after a while. So it wasn't just stomach. It was the last day. Imagine that we was there. The last day that we was there, we'll find out. That's Japan. 2020, I went to Ghana. The minute they heard that my mother was Jamaican, oh my word. The food, them have something, I think it's called, I always say it wrong, buffro, it come like a dumpling, wache, come like rice and peas. Like, we Ghanaians and Jamaicans are one people, brother. They love the music over there, sir. I went there for the Stoneboy and Shatawale clash. The man, them are gods with dancehall music in Ghana. Kenya, likewise, I got Kenya. First time I got Kenya, about 2004. And them time there was only like Sean Paul you could play. And then my bridging them G-Money and them go over there, sir. Set up a radio station. And G-Money's from Brixton. Used to be on Hot in South London. He used to run Hot in South London. Go over there, sir. He doing the breakfast show. Set up an order over there, sir. The man them like really promote reggae and dance all over there, so to the point that Elaine, Chris Martin, Chronic's boss are Kenya. That guy can't tell me that. Arcs Chronic's the first place we're in boss are Kenya. Then if you talk about Europe, I've done every little spot in Europe. The man them, even as a selector for them spot there, you can't go there so without 1 and 2 little dub. The man would tear off your face. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere that I've gone and played this music, And they want it raw as well. They want it authentic style. I saw them want it. So I've been to some places and represented it, and the music is good out there. It's better out there than we imagine.
Okay, because why people talk about this Afrobeat taking over dancehall and dancehall is hallucinating and no accept defeat. But here you speak and telling people what dancehall is doing out there. And come tonight is Friday, will be about 10 party going on in London, and all of them will be full. So, dancehall dying?
Dancehall's not dying. What we are seeing is Afrobeats in the mainstream. And let's talk about it then. Afrobeats is in the mainstream. We are living in the world of numbers. When I went to Kenya in 2000 odd, Afrobeats I play out there because they had African artists that were big out there. But the music was getting bootlegged on CDs. So you'll never be able to see the numbers that they're actually doing. So without numbers, you can't make a movement really and truly. They know what their movements are. I've been doing Kenyan independence parties from way back and Stratford Rex and it ram. But it's in their space, in their scene. So now, here we are now in a digital age where digital footprints are being left all over the place. When you look at Africa on a whole, 1 billion plus people. If they support their music like they have been supporting their music, and now telecommunications and all these things are big in Africa, then that means that everybody have a phone down their mind. So if you want to start stream, you can start stream down. You have to start stream. They start support their artists. All of a sudden now, there's a movement. The culture is growing bigger. Everybody start hit those numbers. Of course, when you have Nigeria, that's 200 and odd million people, then we're gonna get their numbers up. It's natural. You get what I'm saying? So they're supporting their own. We're saying how the answer, Rob. Support for support. Support for support are going on right now, you know. And they have their own little internal. You get what I'm saying? But they're supporting their own right now. So now when they're supporting their own, and you're seeing 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, yeah, after stepping out the charts now because the numbers are up. There's only about Africans all around the world. As black people, we're all around the world. Boom, you're seeing the numbers. Once numbers start coming with this digital footprint, algorithms start kicking, the analytics, people are starting to look at the analytics. You know something, we could put this brand over here, sir. We could put this brand over here, sir. Everybody are going to start moving over here, sir.
That's exactly how it goes.
You can't hate that. It's numbers, it's called demographic. If you understand what I'm going, it's numbers, it's demographic. So this is where...
Business, good business.
It's good business. And guess what? Jamaica ain't going to ever be able to beat that.
No,
that's 3 million people. But for the little 3 million people, now what you have to start doing now is use common sense and use maths. For the little 3 million people, this little dot in the Caribbean, look at the influence all around. And we can hear the influence in the Afrobeats as well.
When I listen to Afrobeat, I can hear soca and I can hear a barrage of dancehall.
Burna Boy, you can hear the dancehall in a Burna Boy.
And in London, Afrobeat get a big push by dancehall. By dancehall selectors who go out there rigorously play Afrobeats.
They're not just playing Afrobeat, they're playing popular music. So if hip hop is the sign of the times right now, then I'm gonna play hip hop. If garage are the sign of the times right now, then I'm gonna play a garage. Afrobeats are the sign of the times right now, then I'm gonna play a Afrobeats. That's what it's going. So I wouldn't even say that man is waking up, because if any of those selectors are going to find an artist and grow an artist and build an artist, then you would say they are supporting Afrobeats and growing Afrobeats in that way. What they're doing is just playing the popular songs then. And so we're part of Wagwan, but we're not really affecting change in any way other than bring it to a different audience at the same time. But what I do for dancehall, I play Afrobeats, but when we do for dancehall, that's supporting dancehall. You get what I'm saying? We just reflect Wagwan and Afrobeats. And I think that's what many of us are doing, reflecting. Because Ropes, God's honest truth, if I ask one of them, if I ask you to tell you name 10 Afrobeat songs right now, you can't do it?
Not really. If I hear them, I know them.
You know them.
But
so as a man where I play music for over a certain amount of years, on my laptop right now, if you're going on my Afrobeats folder, you'll probably find a 20, 30 song, the top song them right now. When it was funky house, you're going on my computer, you find 10, 20 funky house song. When it was jungle. So when there's the trend, the selectors then jump on this trend. The difference with this trend is the the people and the power that they've got underneath it to keep it moving, this now go nowhere. And even if it does go anywhere, it's gonna have those same numbers in the same manner. That's why you're seeing Amapiano start sprouting out, and all these different arms and legs from the Afrobeat movement and the culture, because it's the people is there.
Reggaeton,
and it's
reggaeton is getting the numbers as well.
Reggaeton has had the numbers from a long time. From long. You get what I'm saying? That gone. They did ridiculous amounts. And them can't say them never take from dancehall. Because them know them take from dancehall. If I remember rightly, just the other day I read that Clevie Brown from Seani and Clevie is looking to sue a certain amount of people because the drum pattern that they created off of the Dembow, which is Shabba Dembow, and that drum pattern is Seani and Clevie. So I believe that they're going to look into it. Yeah, some publishing rights.
Oh, good for them. Okay, all right. Do you think that the kind of music in dancehall now, like the scamming songs, the sex and that those kind of songs, do you think that they affect the brand dancehall going forward? Because don't get me wrong, you know, Afrobeat artists sing about scamming, you know, but they don't glorify it like that. But in this age of time, the dancehall artists them that coming through right now, they are glorifying the scamming. If you hear 10 songs come out, 8 of them are scamming. Are scammer songs, chopper line and things like that. Africans do them kind of songs, but they don't push them like the way dancehall push those songs.
So when we was 20 odd, a lady saw us sing "If Him Left," and I'm my pussy fat, stab out the meat. When Monty a sing, "He me gonna China," did you business ropes? No, because you was younger. How do you then? That's all I have to say to that. We weren't judging what we was listening to back then like that. Our parents was judging it. So what we're doing as parents right now, rightfully so, is being parents. But we can't be hypocrite and say, you never hear what Shabba say we're there. When he must sing, I love all of the gun them. Was he singing that for us to go to church?
No.
Okay then, so what we are going to do? Yes, I got a 17-year-old son, and I am concerned about what he listens to. So what me have to do as a parent, that has already been that 17-year-old. Them record there where you see, I buy them when I was 17, some of them. Do you get what I'm saying? And my mother used to cuss and tell me to lock it off. You get what I'm saying? I've got an album around the back there, Ice Cube, and from NWA, where fuck the police, and anybody did bad and nasty like NWA? Two Life Crew and them hip hop acts back in the day, and it's what you do as a kid, and it's hard. I tell my son, when you play that around me, play the clean versions. Have little manners and respect for me, and understand what you are listening to. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, don't just be brawling with it. And this is what we have to get back within our community, Ropes, is that respect. Don't play it around certain people if you're gonna listen to that. Because we listened to it, but we just had respect we kept it in our certain place. Sometimes you go on the bus and the youth them have their phones loud with, or even some of the parents, brother, when we used to go pick up my youth, the girl them is outside the school, I play cartel. Roar outside the school. I'm like, yo, you get what I'm saying? So maybe we have to look into ourselves and say, what did we do wrong to make them be doing this so bad? Were we listening to those songs in front of our kids to the point that now it's just a natural second nature for them?
Okay.
And what do we do to try and help the situation? Other than judge. So on my radio show, I'm allowed to play certain words on my radio show. I choose not to, because I know that I've got one of the only national dancehall reggae shows. So when you turn on your car and you turn on BBC Sounds and say you want to listen Seani B on One Extra, you be able to do that without the fear of your youths and being like, Daddy, what word was that? So I take my response. Yo, I go online, you know, I see kids parties and these things are going and man I play raw songs in front of kids. Brother, we have to take that responsibility here to clean it up for them and set an example for them to say, all right, this is the way that we do it. But we can't stop the youth. I don't agree with what they're saying, you know, Ropes, none at all. But I reason with them. And if we don't chat with them, when we talk with Valiant, when we talk with Craft, we reason with them. And I tell them, you have a responsibility. So make sure that you're balancing what you're doing. I'm a Libran, so I'm a balance. I'm all about the scales. It's all about balance.
Okay. Earlier on, you say dancehall can be very cruel. You go down sometimes, you have to crawl out of dance on your back. And when you talk about dancehall artists and hip hop artists, they most of them that go to prison are died violently. Why is that?
Can't say most.
Some of them.
Some.
In dancehall, my research showed me that dancehall artists and hip hop artists are those artists that died violently the most.
There's got to be cases, but where does the music come from, Ropes? You know, where the music ain't going to be touched from the lifestyles that some people may have been leading before or still around. So that's what the streets is. You get what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, it's a reality that people work so hard to get out of a place that they really should be wanting to want to elevate out of. But the draw of the excitement, like, there's nothing more excitement than the ghetto of Jamaica, dog. Nothing more exciting than that, you know? And I always tell people, you can't go out here and Mobile and that. Me love the streets of Kingston, dog. But me know say it's not going to be as safe as Upside. You get what? So it's a judgment call that I have to make. It's a judgment call of what we all have to make when we put ourselves in certain positions. And it's just unfortunate. I wish that I wouldn't have to do tribute shows for artists that sometimes pass away. And if I'll be honest with you, I haven't really done like much. You get what I'm saying? To be fair. But it's a part and parcel of our environment. And these kids, artists, come from our environment. But I always say, we have to look at the flip side as well and see how much success that there has been. And how many of them may have gone to jail or may have ended up dead, but the music saved them. I know, especially in the UK right now, so many of these street youths that are rappers right now, the music saved them. The music definitely saved them. And there may have been more casualties out on the road if we didn't have the music.
Seani B, thank you for taking part in this documentary.
Blessings.
Enough respect and enough love, my brother. And keep doing the work.
Blessings every time.
Okay?
Manners.
Keep pushing up the numbers.
Don't know the thing.